Hey, everybody. It's Roz Kincaid, intuitive soul healer. I just wanted to create this quick video for you because, of course, spring is here. There's a lot going on astrologically, and I can really feel it. I can see it also kind of shifting in my own life. But where I find myself, y'all, is at a crossroads. And I feel like I've hit a lot of decision points in my life over these last, I don't know, 6 to 8 months, really since, COVID hit. And so I just wanted to come on and share some wisdom and share some insight so that you can make the conscious and correct decision for you when you get to that crossroads. And so for me, this is showing up as, who do I want to be? Who do I want to continue to be? Do I want to continue to be angry, frustrated, doing things that don't really, set me up for success, keep me caged and stuck, keep me from being my authentic self? Or do I want to actually step into the embodiment of who it is that I want to be, right? And I was just having a conversation with my husband. It's like, I don't want to do these next few years the way that I've always done them. Like, I know that I've made mistakes and made some choices that didn't really work out, but nonetheless, here we are. And I don't want to be in a situation or choose to be in a situation where I can't fully be me or I'm scared. Like, I'm tired of being scared. Aren't you tired of being scared and afraid and playing small and just being afraid of like showing your true colors and showing your true self because somebody ain't gonna like it, somebody's gonna get mad, somebody's gonna say something about it, somebody might, come for you or whatever the case may be. But that's not living free, that's not living liberated either, right? And so oftentimes when I am conversing or meeting with a potential client, I will I will put them at this crossroads of, you're at a crossroads. And if you continue to go down this road where it's the same thing every day that you've been experiencing for months, years, whatever the case may be, what happens? What do you think will happen? What do you think your life is going to look like if you maintain status quo and keep on keeping on the way that you have, being who you are right now? And I'll walk them down, that scenario and what their life could look like or will continue to look like if they continue to choose what I call the old path or the old self. And then we turn and we look at, what life is like or can be like if we choose the new path, if we choose to respond consciously and not react, if we choose to be in our body and, feel our feelings, if we choose to challenge our thoughts and observe the negative conversations that we have with ourselves, if we choose to follow our intuition, if we choose to, you know, reevaluate our belief system and our value system and our priorities and the expectations we put on ourselves, if we did life differently down this road, then what? What can you imagine? What are the possibilities? What are the risks that you're willing to take by dropping the old self and the old path and the old way that you used to do things, and you take up a new way of being where it feels, more aligned and it feels right and it doesn't feel oppressive, and you're free to be you and you don't worry about what other people think or what they expect of you, because really that's not your problem. It's really not. and it really holds you back and keeps you locked in. And we start to live our life more fully and more freely. Like, what is that? So you actually have a choice to make. And it's not just me, it's all of us. We are in times where things have got to shift, or quite frankly, we just gonna get left behind. Okay? I'm gonna just put it out there. You want left behind? Not like left behind like some of y'all thinking, but you can choose to accelerate the timelines in your life by choosing you, by choosing the real you, by choosing what you like to do, what feels right, and what feels aligned, and throwing away what doesn't. So, yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do when reality and when your hopes and dreams start calling for you and it starts to get uncomfortable, and you start to notice the contrast and the contradictions and the polarities that no longer work for your highest benefit, or just don't seem to work at all for you? Like, you're at a crossroads. Now what? Do you want to continue in that relationship where it's not reciprocal and the other person isn't giving back and you're pouring into it more? Or maybe you are that person that's not reciprocating. You're at a crossroads to start looking at that and to start figuring out, why am I disengaging? Why am I not feeling connected? Or why am I not being drawn to this particular person, thing, opportunity anymore? And we have to get off autopilot and stop choosing things for ourselves just because we think it's right based on what somebody else has said, somebody else's opinion, or what somebody told us we should do or should be doing, or should be based on them. See, that's the thing. When you start rejecting other people's opinions and expectations, any kind of outside influence into your decision making and into your your creativity and manifestations, you're gonna mess it up. You're muddying it up because now you got somebody else's stuff on top of your stuff, and it's confusing you because now you don't know what's yours and what's theirs. And so again, you're right there at that crossroads, and you have to understand and figure out and tap into that inner knowing. And I point at my body because the intelligence is really in the body about how you feel and your energy. It's also in the mind too, but we have to check in with the body first and see what the energy is and tap into that inner knowing, connecting with your guides, your own intuition, understanding what your yeses and nos are. Feel it in your body, not just in your mind. Ask for signs. Like getting more connected with the true you and the true God essence that is in you, because that is what's going to steer you one way or another. And that is what you can start to lock in trust, because I know some of y'all don't trust yourselves. I'm no stranger to that. There have been times, and even now, where I don't trust myself to make the right decision. But the answer to that is not to go ask somebody else either. Because when you go ask somebody what you should do for your life, you're asking them what they would do, what they like. And that could be totally different than what resonates for you. So you have to practice trusting yourself, making decisions. Maybe it'll be wrong, maybe it'll be right, but there has to be space and time for you to start to teach yourself what what is right for you and how that shows up and what are the signs and symbols for that, because they're everywhere. Spirit is always talking. The universe is always presenting you with options that you can pick, choose, and refuse. And I tell my clients all the time, there's no wrong answer. There's really no wrong answer. But you are at a crossroads, and you will be supported through it all, whatever the choice it is that you make. But there is a choice. I don't know if some of y'all remember the Visio diagrams where there's a triangle, and when you see that triangle, there's a decision point. It's either yes or no, and it's going one way or the other. And so right now, if you feel like you are at a crossroads and you don't know what to do, one, I invite you to book a reading with me and let's get some clarity. Let's get some direction. Let's figure some of this stuff out. Or you can book a clarity and alignment call if you're interested in exploring coaching with me. Right now, if you're watching this in April of 2023, right now I am offering both readings and a one-off power hour coaching session for $77 off. The link is going to be in the not the show description, but in the description of this video. This is a podcast, okay? But the information for you to book is going to be in the description box below. Make sure you check that out. I would love, love, love to support you and to help you kind of figure this stuff out, because trying to do this alone makes it 10 times harder. Trust me, I know. I've tried. I'm a little bit of a loner, but not really. I'm just highly independent, but it don't always work for me. So I need people to help me, and so do you. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. And again, if you're interested, see the description below. Also, check out my podcast, Soul Healing Conversations. And if you like the content, share, like, and subscribe. So I hope you were helped. I hope something I said kind of triggered some things for you to motivate you. And I'll see you on the next time. Take care.